welcome back to another Friday Sews with me, Helen. You're watching Stitch, Rip, Repeat, and this is going to be my second and final version where I combine it with my Me Made May outfits that I posted on Instagram. So as I thought, I wore a lot of duplicate joggers, jeans, a variety of t-shirts, all of which have been seen. So I've only got the photographs that I shared on the days where I had a different outfit for you to see. So the first outfit I want to share with you is a newly released pattern, and it is by Make with Mandi. And I was lucky enough to be one of the testers for this pattern, and I really enjoyed making it. It's quite a straightforward make, and it's a very comfy jumpsuit. Like with my Sirocco that I'm wearing, again, it feels like you're wearing pajamas, but it doesn't look that way. So I will share with you the changes that I made. So firstly, I decided I was going to do a slightly cropped version, and I have to say, terrible. I have just realised, even after I've worn this numerous times and photographed it, I haven't actually hemmed the bottom of my legs. So that's something I'll have to get to today after this. But I cropped it. So all I did there was, I think I cut it off at the lengthen shorten line, and that was absolutely fine. And so it makes it a bit summery. Another change that I made is I'll pop in a photo of Mandi's version, which is lovely. You'll see in this version that it's meant to have a elastic around the waist. Now this is actually in a casing on the inside of the jumpsuit. It was about 1 inch wide, I think, elastic, and I did that originally. But for me, because I've got what I like to call affectionately some middle-aged spread, that didn't suit me. It looks lovely on a lot of the other testers, and I think if you're slimmer, it looks fabulous. But on me, it made my it made you draw attention, I think, to my stomach area, which is not something I want at the moment. So I simply took that out, and hopefully you'll be able to see. So it's just got the normal waistline, and obviously that left it looking like a bit of a maternity suit because it was straight down, which I have to say, when I'm at home and I'm wearing it, that's how I wear it because it's even comfier. But when I go out, I made this tie from the fabric. So I just made, oh my gosh, I don't know, 1.5 meters maybe of the fabric. And I just tie that round, which you'll see in the photo. It does a really good job. So that's really nice, because I am thinking, I am, as you know, doing Slimming World, and I'm hoping that the weight loss will also mean my stomach will go down a bit. We will see. If it does, I might try the elastic again, but I like it the way I've done it. And if I make my next one, I will do a tie for that one as well. And the other difference I made was I didn't put buttons down the front. I instead used my cam snaps, and hopefully you'll be able to see, but I used a bright fuchsia sort of pink cam snap there instead of the buttons. And you know what? I love that. I love the pop of colour. I love how easy they were and quick to install, and easy they are to undo, because this is a little bit of a wriggle out of it jumpsuit. So I like to be able to undo it quite quickly so I can wriggle it off. You will see I wore it with a long sleeve top underneath. That was because if you're in the UK, you know that earlier in May we had horrible weather. I had my heating on for the most of the month of May. And yeah, so I really liked it. It wasn't a fashion statement. I just was cold. And when I put it on, I thought, actually, quite like it with the top underneath. But it also means that when you do have to take the jumpsuit off to go for a wee, you're not exposed. You've got a top on underneath. So yeah, so I made a size 14 in this, and as I say, I did alter the length and I did take out the elastic, but I didn't change any of the actual basic shaping of the garment. I didn't grade in or out, and I am a 42-inch bust and a 34 waist and 42 hip, and I think it fits really nicely. So that was the first thing that I wore for my outfits for the final week of May. Then the second outfit I posted, I won't go on about much because I mentioned in my last video, but it was my new Stevie top that I made in this lovely embroider hemmed viscose fabric, and I talk more about that in my previous video, so if you want to go check that out, my Friday sews and my Me Made May playlists are always in the description down below. And I teamed it up with my ginger jeans from Closet Core Patterns, which is, as you know, my only pair of jeans, and I wear them to death. So that was the second outfit I've got. And then a third outfit was a combination of items that I have worn previously in Me Made May, but I don't think I wore them together. So this was the school run outfit last Friday. And as you see, it's my favourite Gecko Stella joggers teamed up with a Tabitha tee with the llamas on, and that hoodie is a really old hoodie I got from a thrift shop in America quite a few years ago, but I love it. You can't see in the photo, but it's got embroidery down the arm and down the back, and I thought went really nice with this outfit. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that was outfit 1 of 2 outfits that day, because later on in the day I had a meeting at my son's school, so I changed into my Stevie and my ginger jeans again to look a bit smarter. So I do love the Tabitha tee. I have mentioned them before and shown them before. I've made about 4 or 5 of them. They're really nice basic tee, and they're really good for some of the really nice fabrics I've got. This one being a remnant, I managed to squeeze the Tabitha tee out of it, and I was really chuffed. The Stella joggers, firm favourite, you'll know if you follow me. I have got that gecko fabric in 3 colours. I keep meaning to make more. I've got it in a pale blue, I've got it in the sort of royal blue that I've made a t-shirt in, and of course I've got it in the grey. So I am planning more gecko joggers. So that was my third outfit. And then my last outfit for Me Made May was just a few days ago when we finally got the sun. Yay! So I managed to be able to bring out one of my Ogden camis. I've got 3 Ogden camis, but I have to say this is my favourite because it's very feminine and floaty, and it's got that added flounce, which I used the tutorial by Rachel from Stitched Up. If you don't know Rachel, she's on Instagram, but she's also on YouTube, and her YouTube tutorial was brilliant, and her videos that she does like a vlogging style every few weeks where she talks about sewing and everything she's up to are brilliant. So if you don't follow Rachel, again, I'll link her below. I highly recommend going and checking her out. And yeah, I followed the tutorial, made myself a little flounce. I did have an epic. This was, I think, last year I made this, with trying to do a rolled hem on the flounce and around the bottom. I bought a rolled hem foot for my machine, but I swore at it an awful lot until I got the hang of it. And finally, I did manage to get a nice rolled hem, and I think I would know what I'm doing a bit better next time. I love how it finished it off. So that was my May for this year. So really enjoyed joining in, and I am hoping that next year I will be out and about a bit more and not so much in my daily mum clothes. And also I'm hoping to have made more dresses and skirts, as I've said before, and also jumpsuits and pinafores, that kind of thing. So hopefully there'll be a bit more variety than my bottom half being joggers or jeans. So I hope you enjoyed those outfits. So what I've been up to this week, the first thing that I did was not sewing, I did a little bit of dyeing. So you may be able to see out the corner of the video here, but I did put photos on Instagram, and I'll pop in the photo of the before. Now I do apologise, I didn't actually take a photo of the before of the whole jacket. This is just a little jacket I picked up. There's a charity shop in the garden centre very close to me, and we often pop over to the garden centre with the children, and I always pop in to see what's in the charity shop. I think this was about £1.25. I really like the shape and the pattern, but when I tried it on, wasn't really keen on the sort of white background. So I had some leftover navy from when I was going to dye a jumper a while back, and I bought sort of 3 different colour blues to decide which one to use, and I never used the navy, so I dyed it. as per the instructions, and I'm pretty chuffed with how it came out. So I'll grab it so you can see it better. So I will insert photos as well. But the fabric is this really nice, it's textured as you can see, and then it's got this sort of, I think a sort of Aztec-y design down it. So it's really brought out the black and these white shapes, and it's just a little crop jacket, like I say, a real bargain, and I think it will look really nice over my jeans with a t-shirt, just to smarten them up a bit, and also with my frugal fox dress it looks really good with that, because that's got blues and blacks in it as well. So I was really chuffed to get that done earlier this week. I also sewed something this week, so it's half term over here, well, spring break term over here for my children, and my daughter was in spring camp for 2 days this week. She went in on Tuesday and she loved it so much that she asked me to book another day, so I booked her in and she was in on Thursday. I've had this fabric from Wattle and Slate, and again I'll put all their details in the description for you, for ages. I've had quite a few fabrics from Wattle and Slate. I think I've shared most of them here with you, but I haven't cut into any of them yet. I think I'm feeling very precious about them. But this was for my daughter specifically. I bought it because she loves foxes, and I thought if she was going to camp it might be a little bit of fun, because she's just going to be messing about, playing games and doing drawing and stuff, for her to have a little fun new t-shirt from me. So the day before camp I decided to finish off a t-shirt that I'd cut out I think a few days earlier. And excuse me if it's creased and dirty, I literally grabbed it off the floor because she wore it to camp yesterday. But it is this gorgeous, I'm hoping you can see it. If you can't, I'll pop in a better photo. The t-shirt is a simplicity pattern I've used for her a few times. I've made it short sleeved this time, whereas normally it's long sleeved. And yeah, I haven't made any other differences. So this, I don't know if you can tell, I hope you can, really drapey. It's a bamboo lycra, so soft, which I thought would be lovely for my daughter. Now I didn't pop any of my numerous labels in because labels tend to irritate my children, you know. If you've got children, you might have the same issue, really irritate them, and they always want me to cut them out, so I didn't bother putting one in. I did stitch around the neckline after I put it in, which I don't always do, so I was quite happy with that. And I did what I call my cheat. I think it will show. If it doesn't, I've got a photo of it. I did my cheat twin needling around the bottom, and literally I just, when I turned it up and ironed it inside, I do one row of stitches and then I move my needle over a little bit and stitch it again, because I haven't really gotten on with twin needles. They always seem to bunch up in the middle, so between the stitching lines you have like this ridge. I'm sure I'll get the hang of it, and I'll hopefully get tips off you guys of how you use twin needles. But for the meantime, my fake twin needling works just as well. So yeah, that was really good. I did have issues with my daughter not wanting to wear it, but she did wear it on the day, and actually the guys at camp thought it was absolutely fabulous when she told her that her mum made it, so that was quite cool. So that's all I've done this week. I have also received a printed copy of the Blackwood cardigan from the wonderful guys at Fabuloso, as usual, lovely and quick. So that means, as well as the one I already had, I've got another. So my plan is to cut out the longer style cardigan in one and the crop style in the other, and then just keep them in my envelopes that I put my patterns into, so that I can make either of them again if I need to change size at any point or want to sew for someone else. Because it's a PDF, I'll just get it reprinted. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with the week so far. Didn't get as much sewing done as I would have liked. I think I was a bit ambitious saying that I'd get stuff done with my kids home. I never do. So they go back to school next week. So I might get finally some of the first stages of the Blackwood done for my sew along. And I've got a few other projects that I am working on. So as usual, I'll catch you up in my Friday sews next week. Please do go check out everyone else's Friday sews. And if you did enjoy this video, I'd love it if you could give it a like. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do. I will catch you all in my next video.